Welcome, I'm the DeadwoodJedi. This is another Raid Shadow Legends video. We are on the free-to-play, the road to Ultra Nightmare. Sort of. Maybe to Hydra. Got my coffee here. I'm all set and ready to go, guys. And as you can see, my clan boss team is still doing some work. I think I caught it right at the end of the run there, but basically we're getting a lot closer. I finally fully mastered my Valerie. That definitely added to our damage. There's still some times where we go under 30 million. This is not a consistent number here. This is actually probably my highest hit yet on Ultra Nightmare. But we're getting there, right? We're making progress. I cannot wait to get myself a Sandlash Survivor or a Godseeker Neri and really take this to that next level, because I feel like that's what's needed. And then, of course, to continue building up the gear. As we do that, this is only going to improve. But I mean, this is a pretty good result. Pretty good result. I'm pretty happy with this so far, and we've been doing a really good job of, you know, getting rewards. Look at that. I got 4 sacred shards chilling right here, which I think is pretty darn impressive, pretty darn amazing. If you enjoyed today's video, please don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. That way you don't miss the next one. So this account is growing. Like, we're definitely getting to the spot that we want to be at, and that's great. But before any of that, what I want to do today is I want to do a Hydra run, because I finally got my full team done. Right, we're all set up. Oh, I should get my rewards here for Nightmare. I didn't realize I hadn't done that. Get that extra key, and so you can see I'm not always hitting ultimate chest. I have been able to one key a little bit though, which is, I think, pretty darn impressive, quite frankly. Oh, that looks okay, not great, but maybe it'll be okay. And that's bad. All right, cool. But I want to do a Hydra run because it's Hydra day and I haven't done any keys yet. But more importantly, guys, big news. We did it. Yes, we did it. You did it. I did it. All of us together. We did it. Plarium reverted their changes to the head of decay in Hydra. Success. Bravo for us. I think that's an absolutely amazing change that they made, right? And once again, as much as we love to give Plarium a lot of hard times, and to be honest, they deserve it, I think, a lot, right? There's a lot of bad decisions they make. They make a lot of decisions without it seemingly testing it, or at least properly testing it, right? Without having an understanding of how this impacts the community when they make these changes. But they listened to us. They heard us complain and say, look, this is having a huge effect, unanticipated. You need to revert this. And they did. So that head of decay thing is going to be reverted. Now, I don't think it's implemented just yet. It's probably going to be sometime next week. But they did say in the late, you know, the next patch, whatever, that they're going to be able to, you know, revert that. So the head of decay isn't taking all of our HP away from us. And that's a massive, massive boost, right? I think that's really, really important. Not only were there a bunch of bugs with it anyway, but yeah, that's great. I think that's really good. And I think we always need to keep this in mind. Even when we're complaining, even when we're saying, hey, this is wrong and this is a real bad change, and yeah, greedy Plarium and all that. And I'm not saying any of that's not true, but we also need to understand that they have been doing a much better job of listening to us, hearing our concerns, hearing our complaints, and making adjustments towards that. That's been a huge change since I think about 2 years ago when they made a CEO switch. And it's been so much better. I'm not saying everything's great, right? There's still a lot of issues in this game, a lot of problems, but I don't know anything that doesn't have its problems and doesn't have its issues. And, you know, this, at least they're hearing us, right? They're hearing what we're saying and trying to make some of those adjustments. So I think that's a really cool thing and a really good change that they're making to stuff. So I'm very happy about that. I think that is a thumbs up kind of moment, right, for us. But what I wanted to do today is I want to do my Hydra run because I haven't done it yet. And I have my Jizzo 6-star fully ascended or fully mastered. I have an UGO here. I do have my Deliana as well. And I'm tempted to bring my Deliana in. She is also fully ascended, fully mastered. But I'm probably going to keep UGO in. And there's, you know, I think good reason for this. Having that block buffs up is super important. And UGO's fully booked. So it's going to be on a 4-turn cooldown, much more reliable. I do still want to have Jarrag in there. That's a huge protection champion for us. I was tempted to take out Deacon for her, And I think there is a good point for that, but Deacon does give us that little turn meter boost, and I kind of like that. I don't know. Plus another AoE decreased defense is good just damage-wise for us. And I feel like that might be advantageous. I'm a little torn, to be honest. In fact, I'm so torn, I'm gonna make that swap. I'm making the swap right now, just off the cuff. We're gonna do it. Yeah, so we're gonna make that change. Let's see what Deliana's wearing. She's got her retaliation gear, right? And this is actually really good because she's the only champion I have that actually has some kind of resistance in her build. And so that's actually kind of not a bad thing to have. And so we can actually build her, you know, there's a counterattack that comes from Jizzo, and I don't really have anybody to put it on, but I think I can actually put it on Deliana, and I think that can work decently for us. So she can become a mischief tank essentially for us, which is really, you know, not a bad spot to have. And so you can see, yeah, everything's kind of built out here. I do have crit rate on her. She doesn't have crazy HP like I would really like. Our gear is just not there. And honestly, I've never really used her, so I'm not sure 100% what the best type of build to put on her is. But I think this will work at least decently for us here. And we'll kind of see how it goes. You can see I'm accumulating a lot of gear in the meantime. I was really hoping that we might have more retaliation gear. There we go. There it is. I want to see if they can just add more speed or something to this build. I kind of like all the pieces we have. We have way too much crit rate right now, so I'm wondering if maybe we can do a swap like this. Yeah, we'll keep the same crit rate. This actually might be a good change, depending on how this rolls up. It did not roll the way I wanted. Did not roll the way I wanted to. Okay, cool. Well, this is fine. We're just gonna leave it as is. Obviously, I have more gear to roll, but that's fine. So yeah, we can try this, and we're gonna see how effective we are. You know, and that's today's video. We're gonna try our little Hydra run here on normal and see where I can't get to. And pretty much, I mean, I can pretty much go full auto if I wanted to. But yeah, we're gonna wait a smidge on that. So let's just do little individual attacks, right? Nothing crazy here. I can put that counterattack on Deliana, so she'll be the mischief head target. That's the idea anyway. And with her AoE attacks, it's actually a pretty good champion to put it on. We've got the provoke now, so I don't have to worry about these buffs being stripped, which is kind of massive. And then we can also do this decreased resistance, which I think is really good. Boom. And that's going to spread around. So this is really good combination right there. And you can see there's that counterattack that we got. And I think everything should work okay. If we can get decreased attack, that'd be ideal, which we can't. Having an AoE decreased attack champion would be something that'd be really, really nice for us. And it's definitely something that we're missing in this particular team. So that's definitely one of those things that we would want to look at. WHOO-HOO being good. I think we're going to get a lot of decrease. Our HP is going to die a lot. There's nothing I can do about that, unfortunately, right now. But both with the with all of the leech that we have out there, it's going to be a problem, and there's really nothing I can do about it at the moment, but that's okay. We can try and add some more block buffs. Perfect. That's a good, and she makes actually a good combo with WHOO-HOO because between the two of them, they have a lot of block buffs kind of going out there. And that's obviously a really important thing to have, right? Not allowing the mischief head to steal stuff is really big. And so there's a lot that we want to try and have happen with that. And see, they went for Deliana and she resisted. That's great. Ideal, I would say. So we're just gonna kind of keep it going here, and hopefully we're doing pretty good. We've already got almost 1 million damage, and you know, we're really just trying to get to like that 2 million spot. If we can get higher, that would be phenomenal and ideal for us, but that might not be a realistic possibility. Decrease attack. That's such a huge thing to add there. In fact, I kind of want to make this head erupt now. And you might go, why would I want to do that? Because I still have block buffs up and we have decreased attack up. So if at any point we're going to survive it, it was going to be there, and we did, which is great. Now, obviously, not everything is going perfectly or according to plan. We lost Rhonda, which isn't perfect for us. Hope we can get block buffs. Excellent. That's really good. Ally protection. We'll bring Rhonda back. That's great. Deliana can put some leech out maybe. And that's the thing. I had a couple people asking, you know, where's the accuracy? Why don't you have accuracy on Rhonda? Mostly because I don't care right now. I'm not really utilizing her to maximize that part of her kit, right? And that's not really the biggest focus here. And so I'm not as concerned about that at all. So that's it's just not something that is going to worry me, getting accuracy on her. We're gonna have so many attacks, hopefully, that it shouldn't really have a major impact on what we're doing, right? Whether we get it out or not, it shouldn't really affect things. All right, let's see here. This is the resistance. Don't like targeting Torment, but I want to spread that out. I think that's going to be important for us. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, block buffs everywhere else. So even if the Mischief Head is stealing things, he's not going to be able to spread it, and that's kind of the key. Obviously, Torment's looking a little bit nasty there, so that's not great. I do want to heal up a little bit more. We're a couple of our champions are a little bit lower in the HP category than I'd like, but look at that. We're already over 1.7 million. This team is definitely more effective than, you know, we had before. Like, just getting the masteries up is such a huge thing. That's annoying. That's gonna be very annoying factor there. Definitely don't like that. Okay, let's heal up a little bit. That's good, even if it is a little problematic. So we're gonna have another one of these coming out here. That's gonna be a big issue when that Head of Wrath comes back around. And I'm just hopeful we don't, you know, lose anybody in the short term. But that's great. Even though all those buffs got stolen, they ran off. The head wasn't able to bring them back. Almost had this one down, which is actually really massive. You try and put block buffs up again. Okay, not on everybody, but we did get it on Head of Wrath. And that might be the most important out of all of them. That shield is gonna be, that's gonna go bye-bye here in a second, which isn't great. I'll admit it. Not great, guys. Not my favorite thing. Definitely an issue. Losing that shield there, or having him heal up all the way, is not ideal. I'd rather take him down, but I'm also not that concerned about it. You know, killing multiple heads is, you know, not an expected thing for us. Okay, great. You can take this guy down. Yes, that's big for us. Definitely big. We can bring back, what do we want to bring back? We want to bring back all of them. I think we got to bring back Rondo. Rondo's our main damage. And dude, look at that max HP reduction. That's such trash. Honestly, it's just such a trash thing to have happen. So frustrating. All right, whatever. We got one head down. We're definitely going to not get the bottom chest. And I think that's the biggest part of this, right? Is like, okay, we're not going to do horrible stuff here. Just bad affinity, so I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna get as much damage in as I can. I think that's our better approach here. All right, you can put that up. Okay, yeah, it's fine. He healed up all the way. Not my favorite outcome, but that's all right. Put that provoke out. That's good for us. And yeah, we'll just start targeting him all over again. Rinse and repeat, my friends. There we go. Everybody's cleanse. Good to go. Get an AoE out. Yay. Look at that, 2.5 million damage. This is way better than I had been expecting, to be honest. We just got Elva Aiden. That's a really bad sign, I'll be honest. A real bad sign. That's most of our healing, which is, you know, a big factor here too. So not being able to have that is definitely a problem. And then of course we can't target that Head of Mischief, which is also an issue. This is where she's really good, where our Deliana is actually really helpful. But of course we don't have a reviver, so Ugo's out. So if we don't get block bust from Deliana here shortly, yep, we're gonna be in big trouble real fast. But we already hit over the 2.5 million. That means we're gonna get the number 2 chest, and that's a pretty big result for us. I'm actually really happy with that, so I don't have any issues with where we're at right now. And that's good. And it's a wrap. It's a wrap. I'm sending it on auto. That's good enough for me. That's got our chest for the day, for the week, I should say. And that's all I'm looking to do on the free to play, right? That's all I'm looking to do here on the free to play. But you can see even on my free to play, how big of an impact the Head of Decay had. Taking Rhonda's health down to next to nothing is just a massive reduction here. And so I'm really glad they're reverting that change. That's an absolute win, not only for us in the community, but for Plarium, also for Raid as a whole, because there's so many people that are like, I'm quitting, I'm not doing Hydra ever again. And just so frustrated with all the time and effort we spend building these teams. To have a change that impactful come through is super frustrating. But thankfully, they listened to us and they made that change. And I kind of said that in my video. I was like, I'm pretty sure they're going to make some changes because I just knew this was too impactful to just let lie. So I think that's a huge win for us as a group, huge win for us as a community. And this is a huge win for me and my free to play and my road to getting Mythrala. I think that's great. Even only 3 million, that's fine for me. I don't need top chest right now, right? Getting that second chest is already a huge win. And so, yeah, we only need what, 6.6 million, 6.7 to get the top chest in normal. That is somewhere we're going to get. We're just not there yet, and that's okay to be at, right? And truthfully, it's not like I have 0 OP champions to do this with, right? If we look at the champions I do have in here, I mean, they're just not really. I mean, Elva's great, don't get me wrong. Rhonda's very solid, but she's not really what I would call a Hydra champion. Hugo, of course, is OP, but Jarreg's not really suited particularly well for Hydra. Jizzo's okay, right, as a provoke champion, but he's not at all an ideal type of champion for this either. So for a pretty bare bones kind of team, this is actually, I think, a pretty solid result for us. So I'm very happy with this. You know, next thing on my list is going to be tackling Spider and seeing if I can't take Deliana and actually advance in Spider. That was kind of the goal with ranking her up, leveling her up. And so I'm really hopeful that that's going to be the case. I didn't have books for her. I still don't have books for her. So that's going to be the next thing. I've won legendary book. I'm not ready to dump it in yet. I'm probably going to hold on to a lot of my books until I get enough where I could actually finish leveling her out. I don't think there's any point dumping them in there because, as you can see, I've got 4 sacred shards. If I get somebody new, I'm going to want to save those books for them potentially. Whereas Deliana, I'm really utilizing her for her A1 skill and her, you know, retaliation stuff. So if I don't think I need to absolutely, you know, rank up or level her up, skill her up, book her up, I don't know, whatever. You guys know what I'm trying to say. Stop yelling at me. Anyway, guys, that's the video. That's what we got for today. Nice, short, sweet. I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of my coffee. I'm gonna work on my real-time arena team, which is like super, it's interesting, it's challenging, it's fun, it's challenging for sure. And I got a lot of re-gearing to do. I need to get a lot more silver than I have currently. So there's definitely some things I need to work on my main account. But in the meantime, yeah, I'm feeling really good about things. So anyway, guys, thanks so much for sticking around, for watching and being a part of this channel. And until next we meet, I'm the Deadwood Jedi.